I was in the cafeteria when the assistant principal announced, "Is Jose still at lunch?" My class teacher responded, "Yes, he's here." My boy Oscar nudged me. "Dude, what the hell did you do?" That's when we heard it. Brrrr. Helicopters were filling the schoolyard. "Attention all students. Return to your classrooms immediately. This is a lockdown." Everyone ran at once. Miss Kelly's hand was digging into my arm. "Jose, has anyone unusual tried to contact you recently?" "What? No." She pulled me away from the windows just as the helicopter noise became deafening. The lights went out. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "Everything's going to be okay, I promise." Someone behind us muttered, "Maybe it's ICE." The principal spoke again. "To all staff and students, code yellow." I repeat, code yellow. Counseling staff to designated areas. A spotlight swept across the windows. Everyone dropped to the floor. Miss Kelly pushed me under a table, her radio crackling with voices I couldn't understand. Mr. Doran appeared out of nowhere, shirt soaked with sweat. "Jose, get to the conference room, now!" I followed him out, trying to look normal while my heart was beating out of my chest. The hallways were full of cops. One cop looked directly at me, and his hand moved to his gun. Mr. Doran stepped between us. "He's with me." One cop spoke into his radio as we passed. I caught 2 words, "package secured." My mind went straight to the bag of Mary Jane that I kept in my locker, but I played it cool. More cops ran past toward the gym. Someone shouted about medical equipment, head trauma, but we kept moving. Mr. Doran's hand was firm on my back, pushing me forward. "Jose, just so we're clear, you haven't been involved in anything illegal, right? Sometimes kids from your background get mixed up in things." Before I could respond, he opened the conference room door and shoved me inside. The room was dark except for the emergency lights. Miss Kelly followed us in. Click. The door locked. Just the 3 of us. She sat down across from me. There were tears streaming down her face. I had to fight back nervous laughter. "Jose," her voice cracked. "Honey." That word made my blood freeze. Teachers don't say honey unless something terrible has happened. There's been an accident. The helicopters were still circling outside. This morning, at the warehouse where your dad works, a shelving unit collapsed. Your father was. She stopped, took a shaky breath. "He didn't make it, Jose. I'm so sorry." I started laughing. "This is a crazy prank, even for you, Mr. Doran." I saw the helicopters, the police officers. They locked eyes with each other, and I saw Miss Kelly nod like she was silently agreeing to give the full explanation. Turns out, the principal was calling for me right when a student had fallen through the gym skylight during maintenance. A coincidence that made everyone think the helicopters and manhunt were connected to me. It felt like someone had drained all the color out of my heart. I curled up into a ball and started rocking back and forth uncontrollably. I was an orphan. Someone else entered the room, a woman with a clipboard and a blazer that screamed social worker. She started talking about emergency placement, foster care. I grabbed my vape from my pocket, not even caring that Mr. Doran was standing right there. Miss Kelly rubbed my back while I heaved. "Well," the social worker said, looking at her clipboard, "this is what happens when these immigrants don't follow simple safety rules." She shook her head. "Your people need to learn that." "Excuse me?" I looked up, tears still streaming. Mr. Doran cleared his throat. "What she means is, these accidents are unfortunately common in certain communities." Even Miss Kelly nodded. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but Jose, your people just don't follow safety rules. It's always the same with them. I've seen it 100 times. The social worker continued filling out forms. "At least with foster care, you'll be in a more stable environment." Usually, I didn't care about my teacher's racism, but something inside me snapped. This was my dad. My dad who died trying to give me a future. "My people!" My voice broke completely. "My dad's dead. He's dead, and you're sitting here." I couldn't breathe. "He's not even cold yet, and you're already—" I was sobbing now, snot running down my face. "Just say it. Say the Mexican deserved it. Say it." The room went silent. Miss Kelly reached for me, but I jerked away. "Don't touch me." That night in foster care, my phone exploded with texts and calls, all from the school. The first voicemail was angry. By the 10th, they were practically begging me not to press charges. Full story on channel, link below.